Yes, for Rwanda as a landlocked country, East African community is an opportunity. We think we can have East African community as a link of Rwanda to the global world. So East African community is linking Rwanda to the port of Dar es Salaam, to the port of Mombasa. It's all about business. It's all about linking people to people, linking business to business, and making Rwanda global. Yeah, that's what I understand in a few words.
Yeah. So what are the main ways that the East African Civil Society Organization Forum helps to improve the regional integration, especially here in Rwanda?
Yes. First of all, we know that even if we have so many opportunities in the East Africa, but we also have challenges. And the major challenge we have, I can state two of them. One is the challenge of awareness. So we think the level of awareness of Rwandans and the citizens in general is very low. They don't know what are those opportunities. They don't know what East Africa has for them. So what we normally do is to address some of those challenges, the challenge of awareness, the challenge of capacity. We have 3 programs. One is about building the capacity of stakeholders, especially civil society organizations in Rwanda, but also build the capacity of the members of these organizations. Another program is creating awareness of Rwandans about East African community. We have a program in all the districts of the country. We have different talk shows on radio and TV, but we also have sensitization programs that reach the grassroots people. Again, we have another program of research and advocacy. So we normally focus on issues that affect the welfare of the people, issues related to regional integration, like if there is an issue of taxes, if there is an issue of limiting the people to cross the border or to do business in the community. We also look at how the partner states are implementing their commitments within the community. So we do research on those issues and we try to advocate for them. We have regular discussions with decision makers, both at national and regional level, and we see how those issues can be addressed.
So now, speaking of awareness, we see more businesses from Kenya and Uganda coming to Rwanda and set up shop, but the same cannot be said for Rwandan businesses doing the same in these countries or even Tanzania and Burundi. Would you say it comes back down to awareness, or people in Rwanda just not that competitive yet?
Yeah, I think it can be interpreted in different ways. It's too early to say that Rwandans have not yet reaped opportunities of East Africa. It's now about 80 years since we joined the community, since 2007. And business is all about competition. So first of all, they have to be aware of the opportunities. They have to learn first. They have to build their capacity, but they also have to be competitive. So we can say that if you are seeing many businesses coming in more than we see our businesses going out, it can be an issue of limited capacity, but it can also be a process where people are building their capacity to be much more competitive in the region. So there are some businesses that are establishing in other East African partner states that are coming from Rwanda, probably not at the same level as Kenyans are coming in Rwanda, but this cannot be seen as a problem. Yeah.
So lastly, what would you say is the future of the East African community? Do you see us being as strong as maybe the European Union in its prime time, or what do you think is the future?
The future of East African community is always bright. EAC has been evolving at a very high speed compared to other regional economic communities in the world. Even the European Union I think, is learning from East Africa. What I can tell you is that since 2000, when they established the East African community, they have started negotiating the customs union. Within 5 years, the customs union was in place. Then after 2 more years, the talks on common market started. By 2010, after only 5 years of implementation of the customs union, the common market was being implemented. And only after 2 years, after the common market, the monetary union protocol was signed. So this gives us the hope that we are moving so fast, and we even have a comparative advantage than compared to other communities, because we have stronger ties. The neighborhood of the partner state is so tight compared to other countries. European Union has 27 countries, but East Africa has 5 countries with many similarities, with more cultural ties than we have in the European Union. Look at the languages. We are using the same language in East Africa, but in the EU, it's not easy. So exactly. They still stick on their languages. So we can say the future of East Africa is bright.